Hey everyone, it's Chris Texera. Let's play another game of the Settlers of Catan on Catan Universe. We're in the fourth position here. Let's analyze this board, shall we? Well, we've got ourselves an inner desert that always crimps the board up a little bit. Look at all this ore. Got 13 pips of ore on the board out of 15, so that's pretty good. Wheat is a problem. It's really like this 9 wheat. That's pretty much it, unless maybe you go 6, 12, 11, get the 2 starter wheat. Maybe. This very well could become a port game. We'll have to see. Sometimes that happens when you have a lot of wheat. Or maybe you do like the road game. In the last position, though, we're kind of at the mercy of what everyone else is going to give us. Because it's not necessarily obvious what everyone takes. A decent setup could be something like the 5, 10, 6, 9, 3, maybe. Get the best wheat, get all the resources, potentially double your ore. Could work. Okay, 10.95. We'll have to go see. Otherwise, really kind of depending on what happens, you could go like a very pure or wheat cheap game. We actually might be able to get that. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Because we could take this on the 4, 6, 11, point down to the sheep port, and potentially get the best sheep and the best wheat here. Now, I don't love the port options around here, so that's a bit of a concern. There is like the 8, 4, 10. We could just punt this all together, I suppose. Maybe go like full resources here. Just get everything, get the starter road. Something to weigh in on though. I mean, it's interesting. Without the port, it's going to be a little tough. But I mean, no one's taken this port option either. That's also a possibility. Go brick port here. Could do that. Could like double port. I don't love the 1 wheat, but it's not terrible. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna point to the right. Maybe we can double up on our wheat. Maybe get the 6-2. I think I'm gonna go the reverse though. I think instead of doing. I was thinking about it. 8, 4, 10, 6, 11. I'm just taking the wheat, and I'm gonna go down potentially to the sheep here. I don't know if this is gonna get taken. I doubt it. It's too weak, right? Like, I mean, who's gonna take this? I just don't see it. So I think that's fine. We're gonna set ourselves up for a pretty standard or wheat sheep game, I think. We've got everything in pretty nice quantities, and we got the corresponding 6s on the sheep. So, and we got some extra wood we can play with. Now the wood could be interesting. I did point to the right here first, which we'll see if that's going to be a mistake. I'm doing that mostly to double up on the sheep in hopes that I can use the sheep port later on in the game. Otherwise, my other problem is pointing to the wood port. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to make good use of that because I feel like it's going to get taken anyway, right? Or someone's going to be able to beat us there. So, I just don't. Yeah. So like already wood port. Yep. We're not going to beat them. So I think we did the right idea with the road. What's green do? 9-2. You play a pure wheat sheep game in this position though. Oof, it's rough. Maybe they go here. Oh, tough. Yeah, it's a tough map. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this one would have given us more flexibility, and maybe we'll regret it. So we'll see. Okay, no, they are playing pure wheat cheap. Honestly, they are actually going where I assume they would go. So the board actually did work out the way we imagined it. So not a surprise. There's going to be a dearth of wheat, so we could potentially trade away some of that for some brick if we need it, especially with blue here. I would offer some, especially if we can maybe get to this port. It's not trading yet, but we might want to be the first one to try to make that trade. And some more here. Because that would behoove us if we can get that Could be a pretty good deal. The other thing we could do is just maybe steal it here. What's rolled? 5, 6, 8. Green's got double wheat. That's pretty good for green and an ore. I think I'd take it from green here. Oh, we get an ore. That's pretty nice. Huh. How about this? If I can get the city already, that's a pretty big deal. Not happening yet. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to hold on. But I like that steal. I think that steal is swell. And again, with this extra wheat, it does give us the potential to maybe trade for that brick, which I really like. Ooh, now this changes things. Of course, we've got our city here. I think it probably makes more sense. Yeah, see, we knew this was coming. No, I'm going to hold off. I'm only holding off because of the city. And I think just getting the production is going to be more valuable to us than not. Now, blue's actually, I think, a pretty good position. They only have 3 resources, but they got the port. Well, I take it back. They have 4 resources. Yeah, they do have that sneaky 4th resource there. So that is going to work out for them. Let's see if we can't make a trade here. Can I get a brick for, how about a sheep? Sheep aren't exactly common either. How about this? How about a wood for a wheat? I want to see what's available. Do we buy the card? No, I'm going to go city up. I think that's right. And then I think, honestly, we may want to go buy some cards next. I think that might be the right thing for us to do. This will be an interesting decision. Where's this guy? He's not going to hit us there. He solos me on the 6 sheep. Okay, he does get back his ore though, so he's able to city up, which is nice for him. It's probably a good deal. He's got more ore here too. 2 ore. Okay. Okay, Gray's having some connection issues, so we'll see if they stick around. Yeah, one of the things I don't love about this setup, though, is our lack of ports. I'm thinking that might bite us this game, especially if we can't move. So I'm going to hope for the best. 8. Let me see if we can't get one here. I would be happy to steal a sheep for a brick here. I'm going to hold. Otherwise, the other possibility is we just buy cards, right? I mean, that's our other... So much brick right now. I got to imagine someone is going to want to give me that. I'm not going to give him a sheep for an ore. Oh, he gets it though. Okay. That's a nice play. Yeah. We knew he was looking for a card there. So I really didn't have any interest in giving it to him. Oof. More ore. I'm not loving this at the moment. It's not getting the rolls at the moment, which, is okay. That's the one downside of this position. We do have a 3 and an 11 here. This 8, 4, 10, certainly stronger. No, I'm not going to give you that. I'll give you 1. We're not going to get extorted here. He doesn't have it. She maybe has it, but he's not going to get that deal. No way. It's too rich. I mean, if he wants to do something with it, he can. I would maybe offer him like a 2 for 2, but he chose not to do it. So that's the other option. I could give him a wood. Maybe he builds something. All right, get some wheat here. And maybe that's what I wind up doing. I trade away the brick, but we'll see here. Maybe we don't need it. We do get a 6. if I can get a brick here for, say, an ore, I'll take. We're fishing. We're fishing here. We're fishing. We're on a fishing expedition. We're gonna go see if we can get it. Let's offer again. If it's a wheat, we're not doing it. So I'd rather have the card. Not a chance. Not doing it. We're taking the card here. Good thing we did, because now we don't even need it. No reason for us to really worry, which is great. So, oh, all this brick though, it is a pain. They're fishing for wheat. I'm trying to think of where we go though. Do we go Sheepport here? Or do we go? So we have the settle in hand, which is nice. Do we go Sheepport? Or do we just head 6-2? Give you an ore for it. He gives me 2. That also is an interesting play. We could potentially do something interesting like, I don't know, get up here. Not a chance. Not going to give you that, my friend. Sorry. He's definitely the lead for the road game. He's getting a lot of cards, so we don't love that. No. We're being stingy, and I think that's okay. It does have that wood port, though. It's a little annoying. I need this to go away, too. I'm trying to think where the block would be. Maybe it's the 5. He's already trying to road, which probably goes to the 8-10 here, actually. Oh, all right. Well, I don't love that. We do get 6. Does that change how we use this? That's interesting. Do I buy 2 cards with this? Or do I go settle or settle? 6-2 or 12-11? I think I need the expansion to win. So let me do that. I'm gonna take the double brick here. I need this to win at some point. So I'm gonna take it now. We'll secure. I think that's right, because then it keeps our city intact if we get an 11 as an example. Ugh, it's 5s are killing us. Yeah, because I've got my expansion spot. Like, that matters to me. Because then, we could go like city, and then we're at 6, and then we go army, and maybe get one more. If we can city this up next. He's already at 4, maybe 5. Because blue here, maybe gray fights him for the road. We'll have to see. That's kind of their problem. It's like either road or build cities. So they got some work to do. They take a sheep here. Interesting. Yeah, they're a little slow on that. Man, this has been very number just in the middle here. Not a lot on the fringes. Love an 11 here. If I can get like an 11 and then a 7, move this bad boy out of here, I would not hate that. Question then becomes, who we hit? Because they're still like, they're only really dangerous if they really start cracking here. And maybe I'm regretting settling, but that's interesting. Do 2 for 1. I'll take the 2 brick for an ore. I mean, there's no way he gives it to me. But it's worth. Oh, he holds. Ouch. 4 hits here. Oh, those bricks would have been nice. All right. Well, let's see what we get. Come on. 5 again. Sheesh. Can I get one? How about this? How about a brick for a wood? Maybe he does that. He can get a road out of it. Probably helps him. Eh. Holding. I just don't feel like I need to do it. I really don't. Like again, the 3 ore keeps my city potentially intact. We finally get this off my 6, which is nice. Blue, of course, discards. It's probably going to happen when you hold on to 9 cards on your turn. It was a little rough there. Hits the 6? No, not the 6. Where did it hit? This is the good part. We're kind of in decent shape here. Where does it go? Hmm. You don't solo me on the 11, do you? Yeah, interesting choice here for green. Mostly because I'm kind of his main competition. The 6 is a pretty obvious place to block. But if you can't hit me, where do you go? 10 brick? Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, I would think you'd want to do something a little bit more probable than the 3. He only gets a wood out of it, which I guess he actually can use. It seems a little weak sauce. No, my block's pretty obvious. It's like just keep hitting this 5 because that thing's been. Oh, he puts it right back. He should. He probably will. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Man, I'm a little surprised. I was expecting that to go on my 6. It did not happen. All right, we catch a 9 here. So that's a win. Don't love this, though. We're behind in the card game, and I don't like it. 8. Wood for brick. Um, Give me a second card, it's yours. Two brick. They want it so much. All right, they hold. That's fine. Again, I'm just not feeling like I really have to go, crush the bank here. I am going to city. We'll hold. So I like that. We're 2 cities here. I would kill for a 6 and a 9 or a 6 and 11. All right. Well, they discard everything. He's going to get wood, which I don't know if really helps him. It would only be bad if he could somehow plow my 6-2. That would not be good. I'm hoping that does not happen. He's not going to get any help from me if he wants to prevent anything. It takes the 6, which I think is the right move. It's a bit unfortunate for me that that's blocked, but that's certainly the right block. I don't have any qualms about it. There's just no sheep. It's a sheep wasteland. No 11s. 1-3, 1-4. It's really been the 6, but it's been blocked the whole game. So, if you wanted sheep available, maybe leave it unblocked and steal from me. But for now, it's kind of the way it is. Monos per sheep. Ah, 3 brick. Oh, I think he does plow me. Or he comes here. Does he not have any sheep? Oh, wow. Oh, just fun rogue. Interesting. 8. Man. All right, that was an interesting play. So he's got 2 brick to play with. There is no wheat. I mean, he's probably got some. Sheep's really the quantity, the resource that's kind of lacking. So we'll see. Been a fun time over in Chrisland, by the way. I've been pretty busy. Oh, good. It's getting off for 6. Thank God. All right. Now where's it going? On 6 and 5? Probably the 6. If I had to bet. Obviously, we played in the Catan tournament. No surprise there. But yeah, I also got a lead in an opera. I'll be playing the Pirate King in the Pirates of Penzance with Opera del Sol here in Orlando. So that's a lot of fun. If you happen to be in Orlando, early-ish August, mid-August, like come see me. You can get tickets to the show. It'll be a lot of fun. Pirates of Penzance, it's great. It's great. It's a Gilbert and Sullivan musical. I am an opera singer. Many people don't know that. I mentioned it on occasion on this channel. But yeah, that show's a blast. So if you've never seen it, give it a watch. Oh, 8s and 10s here. Not great. So that's been a lot of fun. In addition, you might notice that I'm wearing my Florida Panthers gear. By the time this video is released, the Stanley Cup might already be over. It's possible. But I went to game 2 last night. I uploaded my video a little late. Then, yeah, no cards, no orbits, no cards. Bam, look at that. Huge hockey fan, huge Florida Panthers fan. So I am thrilled that my Panthers have made it to the Stanley Cup and are currently up 2 games to none. So we will see if that continues. But for now, everything looks pretty good in Pantherland as they take on the Edmonton Oilers. If you are an Oilers fan or from Northern Alberta, I apologize. I promise I will not rant too much on the Panthers, but I will wear my jersey and hopefully not rub it in your face, especially if you guys have lost the series by this time. It's funny. I enjoy all these all the memes about Calgary, where Calgary burns no matter what in this scenario, because it's like a Chuck and Bennett hoist a cup, or the hated Oilers win. So, hey, at least there's that, Edmonton, right? No matter what happens, Calgary burns, which is pretty funny in my book. Anyways, back to the game here. Things have taken a little bit of a turn for worse here. It's just very slow right now. If I had a sheep, I would totally have done it. Taking a brick and an ore, get to the 6-2, that would have been swell. Man, it's been 8s and 10s, 8s and 10s, 8s and 10s the last 2.5 orbits here. So I'm not loving that. He's well on his way to the road, and he gets it. Still needs that. Oh, he does have the city. Crap. To me, the block is probably the 9. This 3 is not great. But, okay. We need a little help here from the Catan gods. Not getting it. About this. Getting a little desperate here. We need some help from the Catan gods. It is not happening. I do get the one from the one. What is this? Oh, don't have it. Sorry. I'm gonna hold here. One possibility, maybe, finally, this stops rolling. Please hit him on the 9 wood, for crying out loud. Thank you. Good. Gets off our 6, which, is good. Ideally, 6s start rolling, and it's enough of these 8s, 10s, which have just not been part of the equation for us. They're honestly kind of ruining our day. We'll see. But there's still an opening here on the cards, right? I need the rolls. There we go. There we go. 6s are great. Now, we can't sub them out, though. This is 2 cards. If we're going to have any chance, we need to get the card game going ASAP. And a 9. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, here we go. And this is where the lack of other stuff is starting to kill us, right? Best case scenario, we roll a 6 here. We buy 4 cards. And just go that way. That's a possibility. They're doing their thing. Maybe I support them with some wood. 6, perfect. Okay. That is really good. I'm going to buy a card. I'm going to buy another card. I'm going to buy another card. That's good. I'm going to buy another card. We have emptied our hand. And we have the army in hand, which is wonderful. Okay, so that's good news. Now, we still got work to do. That 9 block is great. And again, if these sixes start rolling, we probably have other things to our benefit that we can start using, but we're in a tough spot here. I need this to die. 8. So we don't love the 8s. Anything he gets, we consider very, very bad. So 6. 6 is very good for us, though. I think we leave this open. 2 more cards. That's interesting. Another 9. You know, I'm going to play a knight here. I'm going to hit the 5. I'm going to hit blue. We get a brick, which is actually kind of interesting. I'm going to buy more cards, though, because, you know, why not? Maybe we can just get a VP here. Call it a day. Just buy out the deck. Oh, that's good. Okay, mono could be what we need. And maybe it makes it so the wood doesn't matter as much. Oh, 11 finally. Okay. Here we go. As long as he ain't doing anything, we're happy. Nope. Now, we're not going to be able to take the road, but this mono is important because we could potentially get some of the other goodies. Oh, 1 for 1 here. That's a little dangerous. 9 rolls. That really maybe changes the game. He's not going to catch us on the army, but maybe he gets something else. Never know. 2 cards. Oh, yeah, he's fighting. No 9s here. Can't have a 9. Good. Good block. Okay. They're in a decent position here, but 2 cards probably aren't going to cut it for them. Then it's just a matter of timing this. Very nice blocks. Very nice blocks. Okay. We have to be a little careful. They are not in bad shape. Okay. That's a lot of ore for this dude. We could mono for it. That's another possibility here. So that's 1 city. Especially if nothing happens here. Let me roll. Ooh, an 11. A lot of sheep, man. A lot of sheep. Big choice here. I think we have to get the pacing. I can't let this happen. I'm actually gonna hit green here. It's a little weird, but I'm actually gonna do that. It's very strange to do that. But I actually think that's the right move. Because it prevents the wheat from being a thing, and then he doesn't have any. Now, I could go pocket it. I could have monoed. Chose not to. Yeah, very strange sequence of events there. And there's a lot of interesting choices here. I could have monoed. I chose not to. We take away his wheat, though, which really makes it so that his ore and his sheep aren't actionable, right? Because now I actually don't know if he has anything other than ore and sheep. It took away his 1 wheat. So we got pretty lucky there. But that's kind of what we're looking to do, right? Make his cards inactionable. He's going to get 1 back from us. So he gets it there. That'll make it actionable. 3 rolls. We get wood. Now, this also potentially opens things up for us. But again, we did the right thing with the pacing. And again, now that we know he doesn't have a VP, that's also a relief. So we don't have to worry as much about that. Interesting game. Ooh, let's see. Settle. Oh, he just buys a card. Interesting. Another 3. That's not great. This 9's pretty scary if this starts to get out of control here. All right. That's out of the way. 2. Oh, that's a good roll. Things are getting a little dicey here, honestly. Maybe best case, we do a little Robbie Rob and call it a day. Let's go do. I'm gonna hit here. I'm gonna hit green. Get an ore. Let's roll. It's a good block, but ultimately it might not be enough to help us. That's the problem. But we'll have to see. If I can steal a, I can get a card here. Maybe it's a VP. Maybe that's all we need. Another knight. All right, it keeps the pacing. I don't love our position right now because again, our lack of good ports is hurting us. Okay, brick here. This mono is kind of the great equalizer. He hasn't played a knight. He might be at 8 points, which is a little scary. So we'll see. We may have to take some drastic measures. He hasn't played a knight though. Again, so our pacing is up on him. There's the settle. He's probably has TVPs. Yeah, this is not good. I think we have to play defense against our friend here. Okay. Ooh, tough. We need some help to win this. That 5 did roll. And he's sitting on it, which is helpful. Oh, he trades 4 for 1. He's trying to pull for it. Okay. You know, but this gives us a little bit of a reprieve, right? Because now, because he's not playing anything, he doesn't. So he probably has 2 VPs and maybe like a knight or a road builder or something. Oh, there's all the wood though. That's a little scary. So let's keep track. There's a bunch of wheat out there. And there's a bunch of wood here. More roads, okay. A 2. Oh, yeah. Well, now it's a wheatopoly all day. Not even a question. 2 devs. Oh, they're trying to pull for it too. Man, okay. What's wrong? 7. Bummer. Oh, actually, it doesn't really hurt anybody. Okay. Huh. Well, here's a question. What do we do here? Kind of has to be the 5, honestly. He's only got wheat. I steal from her. That helps. Let's mono for the wheat. Thank you. Let's take that. We'll settle. All right. We are a knight. We're a couple 6s away from winning. He does play a knight here. He's only going to get 1 card. Another 9. Which is great. He can't do anything. He's inactionable. But yellow here is also pretty scary looking. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. I'm liking our chances here. Ooh, 4 is interesting. Sheep's here. Sheep's there. This 6 will help us if we can get it unblocked. But she's just as scary as he is right now. That's the problem. There's it, though. Anybody's game right now. Anybody's game. Like this 6 being blocked really hurts. Oh, it's a 7. Okay. Unfortunately, I still think the Rob is actually going to be him. Gets a wood. That's not helpful. Well, plays a knight, though. Steals from them. Okay. I'm digging this. And the road. Okay. I'm gonna roll here. 9. Interesting. I'm gonna play a 9. Fishing for ore. It's kind of like our only play, unfortunately. It sucks, but I think I actually don't because there was already a monopoly. I stick with my wheat here because I don't need to discard it. If I 7 out, who cares? I'm holding on for the 6s, and that's what we just got. He does not have it in hand. I do. Uh-oh. All right, it's not gonna matter. It's a road to nowhere. But see, he should have played this earlier if he could have. I don't know if he could have though. So that makes him a lot less of a threat. Now it's basically yellow and blue were the threats. Blue can't really win here yet. He's got 4 wood though. Man, this is quite the game. Okay, 2 sheep. Man, is that going to be enough for Gray to hold on? We're going to find out. They can't do anything. Pulling for. All right. Does Gray have it? Let's see. They get an 8 or a 10. I think they win. Oh, 9. That might be enough for them. They have the 3 for 1 port. Let's see. They pull it off. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, man. Yep, they got it. Oh, so close there. That's a tough that's a tough loss. Oh, that was tough. Yeah, the lack of ports hurt us. Lack of ports hurt us there. We were close. We were close. Maybe I should have monoed earlier. I don't know. But I think we played defensively enough. It really came down to rolls, and she was just able to pull it off. So, kudos to you, Latif. Played that pretty well. Oh, look at this. 1475 almond fletch. Someone actually higher ranked than us for a change. Nice. Don't see that too often. Yeah, okay. I mean, it was close. They got the last place there, 1475. Oh, but that does sting though. Winning would have been very nice. With 9 points to lose 3, that does sting a little bit. But this was a tight game, fun game, anyone's game, and those are always the best games. 10-9-9-8, hard to beat. But yeah, 1 extra VP did us in. So I probably did do a misplay in here somewhere. It's tough to say exactly where. It might have been not monoing earlier. But, all in all, I can't say I hated it, but I do wonder if this was the right play over here. 6-4-11, 8-4-10. Maybe in that position, we're not even like worrying about this. But those fours really didn't roll though. So there was that too. Honestly, this 9 was so helpful. Actually, I do think this was probably right. Because really, you can't misjudge how important this wheat was. Honestly, I think that won them the game in the end because they were able to port. Yeah. So that 9, we probably just needed like another 6 or something to roll. If it was anything probably but the 9, 10, or 8, I think we won the game. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. You don't win them all. That's Catan. So hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.